together for a long time. We had a lot of ups and a lot of downs.
Mostly downs in
Um,
the beginning.
I think our biggest downfall and our biggest problems that we had was, well, especially myself. I always put the relationship of myself and my child always above the relationship between myself and my spouse. It really put a strain on our marriage. I mean, we argued a lot and never got physical, but it was always a lot of hate, a lot of discontent.
Every time we'd get into an argument, the first words out of my mouth was, I want a divorce. One day he said, okay, I'm tired of you threatening me. I want a divorce. And I looked and said, wait a minute, time out. You're not the one that's supposed to say that. I'm supposed to say that. I'm the one that's supposed to get mad all the time and say that. It was pretty much set in stone. That's what he wanted. And so after being in divorce care for probably, I'd say about 2.5 months, I came to terms with that. I said, okay, that's what he wants. That's fine. I'm okay with that now because I was in a relationship with God. And growing up, I always had him. So I thought that without him, I wouldn't survive, not realizing that all I needed was God. And once I let God into my life and take over, things completely changed.
I started to notice a lot of changes in her. Number one, there wasn't always the quick lashback if there was something that I had said that was out of place. And so, I would even sometimes, purposely try to pick a fight with her
Push my buttons.
and so the fuel wasn't there, and if you don't have no fuel you can't have no fire. And realistically, I started to notice a lot of positive changes in her.
I told the girls at work, I'm taking a lunch break early. I'm going down to the courthouse. I printed out it was like 150 pages off the internet for a divorce. And I figured, okay, I don't have any money to pay a lawyer. I'm going to do this on my own. So I filled all the paperwork out. I drive out to the courthouse and I wait in line. The lady calls my number and I stand up and she says, you're missing like 50 pages. I said, no, it said 150 pages. I printed out 150 pages. She says, no, there's another 50. I'm like, oh gosh. Okay. Probably about a week later, I went back, took the papers. She says, no, we've got revised forms. This isn't going to work. I said, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. And so I went back and I said, okay, God, this is a sign. I know you're telling me to sit still, to calm down, relax. You're going to take care of things. And I decided to do that. I decided to let God do his work, and that's when things started to change.
After months and months and months of her asking me to go to counseling with her, I finally decided, okay, let's go to counseling. Naturally, almost as like a child, I had tons of questions, and there was more that I wanted to read and understand, and so we started through the care counseling. I think we finally decided, okay, we are not going to go ahead and do this divorce thing. We're going to give it another shot. After completing care counseling, we signed up for a course called Two Becoming One.
The best thing we could have ever done. I had emailed Mr. John and said, we really want to take this course. We're trying to make our marriage work. We want things to really work out. I'm still kind of skeptical about it. I don't know, if this will work, but I'm willing to try anything. We're willing to try anything to make this right.
I think, as a couple, taking heed on the word and trying to follow what the Bible says and moving away from, I'm going to do this, she's going to do this, we're going to do this, to, as a couple together, we'll consult. And when we have our trials, we'll work through them and then be happy and truly spread the word of Jesus Christ.
Now it's our turn to be able to do that for those who come broken and with the same problems that we have. We've been through it, so we can help others.